The Fully Geek.
What's happening, people?
Yo,
What's good,
man?
What's quacking lacking?
Not much, boy. I just watched Bayern Munich beat Borussia Dortmund in the German Super Cup.
Oh, what? You're kicking it off with football straight away, yeah?
No.
You see what I done there? Kicking it off. You see what I done there?
I like that.
Come on.
What was the score?
3-1
Oh,
to Bayern. All right, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I didn't actually watch it. I just turned over. I saw the end of the score. I wanted to sound current. I apologize.
Just like the Arsenal versus
Whoa.
this guy is reckless, you know.
The thing is, he doesn't know about football, but he knows about that result.
No. You see, this is what I mean.
He can't do
Hey,
that.
let's ladder pod. Let's just look at it from now.
What's this 106 name?
105. That's episode 105.
105
All right, bless. Like, support.
Everyone's just sending bees in groups. I'm like, what's these bees about, innit? So I didn't do my research, man.
Yo,
Guy,
I'm trying to contribute to football talk, innit? So I might as well
below the
go.
Belt.
Bruv, comment, subscribe.
Give the foreplay, bro. I might as well go straight in there, innit?
Hey guys, it's gonna be the quickest episode. Bruv, the trailer will just be the episode. All right, like, comment, subscribe. We're out, gang.
This week on the Fully Geek Pod.
Yes. All right, cool. Guys, episode 105. How's everyone's week been, boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Just going back to what Merv said, Arsenal.
Oh gosh.
No,
you can't run away from it. No, my heart was broken.
Bro, this is your fault, you know, bro.
It's your fault.
Nate didn't put it on the thing either, you know.
I did. It said, says
All right.
third point down, Premier League. Let's allow it already. This is what I mean. We never want to look at the rules.
No.
Like,
I looked at it because I'm a layman. You got to say
No, not
Arsenal
you.
versus. Okay, all right.
it's Richard. But let's go. Let's just rearrange the whole thing.
But you mentioned it, right? You mentioned it.
Okay,
so...
go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about the Arsenal.
Well, Nate did start about the football talk, so I was trying to join in, really. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Go on, Rich. Go on, Arsenal. Go on, Rich.
Oh, Arsenal. You know what? Every time, you know, when what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm having my drink.
Nothing.
I'm drinking my drink.
All right. The way you went. Anyway, like, you know what? It's just like it's like I should know this is gonna happen every season. I should know in the summer. It's like, okay, they say something, so we're gonna wait to sign this player, and we end up signing players that. I'm not discrediting the players because they actually played the right. Apart from White, he had an issue, but you know we know what the issues are with Arsenal, and we still continue to have the same every season. We don't buy the right players in the right positions. I just don't get it. You know, the board, the manager, the sporting director. I'm bamboozled.
I would just say one thing. I'm going to say one thing.
Go ahead.
It's been one game.
No, agreed.
No, it's been one game.
Game.
We're 3 points off top. Let's just look at the benefits, guys. Let's look at the benefits.
Let's not look at it in that way.
This sounds like
Brentford,
Arsenal fans.
No.
It does, man.
No. This is no.
All right, troops. Go on, troops. Go on.
No. Listen, this is Brentford.
Right? I want him gone today. He needs to go today.
No. The thing is, I'm not on Arteta's back in regards for him going. I'm on the back of the club, the board, in saying, bro, get the players. We know the players we need. Why not? What? Right back, a creative midfielder, and to me, whoever else we bought, Sambi, White, and Therese, or whatever his name is, yeah, and a backup goalkeeper. We're cool. Other than that, but he hasn't done anything. He should have got rid of Xhaka and replace Xhaka with a proper defensive midfielder, but things change. But come on, you can't look. The fact they didn't buy a right back and he showed Chambers. I don't know what Chambers is doing, bruv, but I could have walked his pace. He was trying. I don't know what he was trying to do, but it wasn't working out. You're not right back. Just sit on the bench or be a defender. It's simple as that. You cannot play the way that Arsenal want to play, the overlapping on the winger.
To be fair with Chambers had a very, very good end of the season last season. He had a very good season last season.
Yeah, but we know. But that's the thing.
He had a bad game. He did have a bad game.
No, but the thing is,
you can't discredit him for one.
We're all entitled to a bad game.
No. Chambers has been at Arsenal for 7 years. He's not a first team player.
He had injuries. Come on, man.
Horrific injury, man.
7 years.
Yeah.
7. You're trying to tell me he's not a first teamer by now? in injury.
He is.
So
He is a first team.
So he was playing.
No. 7 years he's been in the club. Has he had a run of games for 10 games in a row?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, yes.
What? He's played 10 games in a row, solid for Arsenal, first team. Go and Google it right now, bruv.
All right, guys.
Man,
listen. Listen.
He hasn't. He hasn't. He's not a first teamer.
Rich, I agree with you. The signings and stuff, but it's the window's still open. The signings and all that. I 100% agree with you.
No, but the window is still. But don't let that be an excuse. Don't let that be an excuse, bro.
Wait. Arsenal always have a bad start to the season. Arsenal are forever losing their first game.
What about Brentford?
Aston Villa battered us 2-3 seasons ago, 3-0.
No, Brentford is a London derby. You didn't want to play.
Don't let this guy give you this comment.
Sky Sports knew what they was doing. It was the first game of the season. That's why they moved it to a Friday. The whole thing, guys, look.
And Rich, 2 of our key players were out.
Bruv.
Who are you talking about? 2 key players?
Lacazette and Aubameyang.
Listen to me,
they
right?
Are, bruv.
Are they not
our captain?
What? No. You can say 4 key players were out. Gabriel, Partey.
Yep. Exactly. That's a spine. That's the spine of the team. So
I get that.
Before we get football heavy, I'm gonna just say, let's park it, bro.
No, you can't just park it.
We have to.
This is your fault, bro. Don't
use an excuse to start talking about half an hour about it. Just try to mention it, yeah. Just deal with it, and hopefully you win the season, whatever the hell you're doing it.
Win the season?
Yeah, I don't know. Try to contribute to the conversation.
Man. No, I accept the contribution. I accept the contribution.
Yeah. Which just call it, man.
Yeah, bro. Don't be so angry. We're 3 points off top, bro. Bro, we're not even bottom. We're all right, man. All right, cool. So apart from that, everyone's all right. Yeah, good. All right, cool. Let's just keep it moving, bro. Let's keep it moving. All right, let's quickly. What's been going on in the world? At the moment, I know. Was it last week they started pulling troops out of Afghanistan, and within a matter of hours, Taliban have taken over most of the region. I'm going to hand you over to our guy that knows.
The Eastern correspondent.
Our world news correspondent, Kel, educate the massive. What's happening?
Yeah. So basically, the Taliban haven't taken over the region, they've taken over the country, bro. When you gain control of the capital, you gain control of the country.
Yeah, I was going to say the region. The point was, I was going to say the region of the area, like it's not the Middle East, innit? That's why I didn't know what I was talking about. That's why
I know Cole should kill me when he does this to the pod anyway, but Afghanistan is like it is technically the Middle East
because it's like near Iraq and Iran and them, yeah.
Exactly, it's neighbors to Iran. You know what I mean? It's also neighbors to like Pakistan.
Is it near Syria as well, or am I just saying random names?
Yeah, I think you just say random names now.
Fair enough.
Syria's more near Lebanon side, but yeah, but they're not Arab. It's not Arab country. Cool. Yeah, but it's an Islam country. But yeah, so basically, Taliban have always been around in Afghanistan. They've always been around. Obviously, it's well documented that the US and Britain went there to dethrone them and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, they didn't get rid of them. Obviously, the Afghans, the Taliban was still there, lurking around, taking over towns and villages here and there. Do you know what I mean?
So, quick thing, is Taliban, that is a group of, so when I hear Taliban from back in the day, to me, I think of terrorists, right?
Yeah, it was funded by the US government.
Correct. Back in the day.
Reagan,
yeah, I remember that. So Taliban, what are they? Just a group of?
They're a group of extremists. So that they take Islam to the next. I don't know if it's the next level because I'm not Islamic. I can't really explain, but they basically every word they take it like basically women are not. Well, now they're saying. Well, I heard that a spokesperson. But when they were first in charge, before the Americans and Britain came to dethrone them, the women weren't allowed to drive, weren't allowed to work.
I remember that.
Sit at home, they couldn't do nothing. The men had to grow their beards. The Sharia law, which is basically if you get caught stealing, hand get cut off. All them things were in place. Do you know what I mean? When the Taliban were about, do you know what I mean? And but now I think they're not more liberal now, but I think they're more considerate to the women, whereas the women can have education after the university. I don't know what that means. Can they graduate, or can they just?
Yes, I think
can they do a first year of uni and that's it?
I think possibly they get degrees and that's it. You've got a degree, but now you can literally just use it at yard. I don't know. It sounds, but
not even to laugh, because this is a serious situation, because obviously I don't know if you guys saw footage of people like fighting for their lives to leave the country.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. It's the airplane thing.
Yeah, like they're on the plane like it's a train, bro. Like the plane ain't gonna lift up for the sky. Like they're hanging on, and you can see bodies dropping from the plane as it was going up.
The thing is, I saw that, and I was thinking to myself, I thought it was a edited video where
it could, but we all saw them all on the plane, like they're coaching on the plane, like let's go, I'm ready. Do you know what I mean? And it's sad to see, man. It's sad to see. It's just like, because I think they've got a fear that they're going to take it back to when they previously ruled. That's what everyone's. But the Taliban have come. They haven't started murking people, murking everyone in the government. Everyone's still got their positions in government, but listen to us. What we say goes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what? It is so concerning that it is the way it is, and it seems it's going to go back. But I think a lot of people had the issues with the US government and saying, why do they pull out? Well, I've seen people say, why did they pull out? But I said to myself, when are they meant to pull out? You know, it's a case of how long can you be in a country for which is not yours? And everyone talks about having our country back as an independent country, you know. So by them leaving the country and obviously the Taliban then accelerating what they always wanted to do, you know, it's just like people are blaming the US, which I kind of don't get.
Why they're blaming the US?
Yeah, people are saying, oh, the US have come out and said, oh, maybe we've pulled out too soon. But it's just like, when are you going to pull out? Because they're getting criticized massively by other countries that they've already pulled out, and now the Taliban are now taking over, and that's why they sent another 200 British troops have gone over, and another few hundred have gone over from the US to ensure that anyone who's a US national or UK national are unharmed and are then sent back to the UK or the US. But I don't know. I just it's one of these things, like, how can you ever? You have to let a country go. Yeah, first of all, you invaded a country, right or wrong, whatever. Okay, but eventually you got to let the country go. You let the country go, it gets overrun, and it goes back to where it was. You ask for help, you go back, then what? You stay there forever? You man the country? You can't man the country forever. I don't know.
No, I hear you. Like, I hear you.
I don't know.
Like I said, the Taliban were always around. The Taliban were always there, and they had little towns and villages in Afghanistan. So they're always lurking. You know what I mean? And then obviously, when this like gateway opened, boom, it took over. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just sad. Not sad for people, because some of them might want them to take over, but I think the large majority don't, as we saw. You know, and it's just like, you know, the Taliban, like, no music. I don't think they could play radio. Maybe the radio just probably be prayers and stuff. And then,
but Taliban, like, and again, forgive me for my ignorance here. Like, Taliban as a kind of entity or group, they're not like ISIS and them man that are just on causing trouble.
They were known for that.
Okay.
But like I said, these lot have come on a peaceful tip. Like, yes, we're taking over, but we're not murking no one. We're not doing no bloodshed. There's no bloodbaths anywhere. We're not executing people. They just come on a peaceful tip. Yes, we run things now, and everyone that's in government is fine. You lot stay there, but basically it's our orders. You know what I mean? So what we say goes. So when we say in school, you teach this and this only. There's no social studies. There's no international studies. It's just straight the Quran. You have to study in school, and maybe maths and maybe something else, and that's it now. Do you know what I mean? So everything will just be changed over to what they feel is right.
And they're trying to do stuff like the whole Islamic law, though. That's what they're trying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
So
Well, yeah, hopefully, like I said, hopefully it is a peaceful thing and we don't get in any of the kind of wave of horrific attacks and stuff that have been happening in the past. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's for right or for wrong. Do you know what I mean? I just know is that potentially it is worrying and it's potentially in the news and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I hope that obviously if there are people in Afghanistan, they're safe. Do you get me? If they are leaving, just or whatever, hopefully I don't want to see them.
They can't go anywhere. The airport's being locked down now. That's it.
Okay, cool. Also, there's been some tropical storms in the Caribbean as usual, but there was also an earthquake in Haiti.
Yeah. I think it was the southeastern part of Haiti. It was quite a strong one as well. I think
7 or something on the Richter scale.
Yeah, exactly. I think like 230 people so far have been found dead. But obviously the numbers will keep climbing, you know. And yeah, it's a sad. I don't know if you guys can remember. Haiti had a massive earthquake. I say about 7 years ago or so. And again, that was a massive one that killed a lot of people. Haiti, man, I feel so sorry for that island, bro. There's so many things go wrong for that country, man. So obviously they're the first black nation to get independence as well. So they're dear to my heart, man. So yeah, we're just wishing their best, and they keep the African culture there strong. You know what I mean? So
but apparently, this earthquake was bigger than the one that happened years ago.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, apparently it was, but the part of the area where obviously.
Because they were saying, I know, like obviously I look at Twitter in it, so like you had people tweeting about like some people are saying like Haiti was cursed and blah blah blah. This is why so many things happen. Then there was like another thing that I read where actually it's on a kind of, it's almost on like a certain plane, and that's why they have lots of kind of natural disasters that occur there.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, man, pray for Haiti, man, because it was like storm Grace. I know it's a lot of stuff that have happened over there.
The worst thing to happen, you have an earthquake and then you have storms on top. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean?
It's too much, man.
Yeah.
It's too much. They didn't even recover from what happened previously.
Yeah.
They still haven't recovered. They didn't get enough aid from the US. Well,
that's one of the issues, isn't it? US are not really trying to help them.
You got to remember the French blacklisted them, like, and have kept them in debt for all these years. Do you know what I mean? So like, they're still paying France and like millions. Do you know what I mean, and stuff like that for no reason, just because they got independence in the 1800s. Like they're just punishing the country for no reason, bro.
It's funny. It's like a country which is hardly making any money but pays all its debt out to another country. It kind of makes no sense to me.
To the European superpowers.
Yeah, and following a law which from the 1800s. Come on, really?
So I think what they were saying is that the storm that is now over there, I think that bits of it will hit, say, the top of Jamaica, the bottom of Cuba, and a few other islands, and then I think it may hit mainland US like Florida or something, and then it's kind of going to dissipate. So hopefully it doesn't hit the rest of the Caribbean bad. I don't know, man. Like obviously, I think it's always important to know and keep those that are less fortunate than yourselves in our thoughts and prayers, man. So yeah man, pray for Haiti.
Standard.
Yeah. All right, this is the bit where I was going to talk about football, but as we've done it already, let's just keep it moving. Do you get me?
Let's go back to it. I'm joking.
But
can we go back to it, please? Lionel Messi.
No, we spoke about Messi going to.
I just want to mention it again. So
okay, go on then.
Lionel Messi going to PSG. Do you know how absolutely awesome that is? That is literally almost. It's going to be the best strike force ever. It should be.
On paper.
Yeah. I don't think anything's better than Bentner, Adebayor, and Van Persie.
Well, now you forgot Shamak.
Oh,
no, I don't know if Shamak was there at the time.
But anyway, let's move on.
Yaya Sanogo, bro. Yaya Sanogo.
So Yaya Sanogo's. I remember when he scored in the final. Was it Charity Shield or was it FA Cup?
Yeah, he scored. He celebrated.
And we got gassed, and he was the worst. He's basically Pepe.
Nate, let's move on. Let's move on.
All right, let's move on.
Let's
Also,
park it.
let's park the bus. Also, it hurts me to say, shout out Spurs. They beat Man City 1-0 with no Harry Kane. All right, guys. I know you're thinking, right? I only tune in to watch like the weekly roundup. That's it for this week. We have got lots of TV shows and films to get through, and Merv wants to go to bed on time. So now I wanted Merv to give me a soundbite. What do you mean I'm not sleeping? Bro, you know how many people try.
You only get one for the year, man. One for
Bro,
the
you know how
year.
many people got onto me? It's like, nah, bro, who smoked up Merv, bro? Merv was fuming. I said, he's all right.
Thank you, fans. Thank you.
He's all right. All right, let's start with the Rap Game Series 3, Episode 4. Okay. Rich, I know you watched it.
Yeah.
Kel, you watched Rap Game? Nah, Merv? No? Okay, because it's just a conversation between me and you, Rich. And obviously our listeners. All right, so this week we had a few new challenges. We had the free beat test, which I thought was sick, where they changed the beat 3 times and you just have to keep on freestyling. So it's not written, nothing. You have to do a freestyle and they just give you 3 different beats. A DJ's mixing, you've got to kind of flow through all the beats. And that was, what was that? Darko, innit? That was Darko, innit?
Darko was there, yeah. Darko was there.
Darko.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Then they did a video shoot for a song that they needed to release. Like they had to do it as a group. So as a group song, so they met with Ivorian Doll and she kind of went through some of the stuff like, okay, you should do this in some of your videos and some of your music. And then they recorded the video and it was shown for Western. What did you think of this week's episode?
Do you know what? I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
Like just for the fact that when everyone had their own time to kind of the 3 beats, like you mentioned before, it was really, really good. I was actually shocked by what's his name who flopped.
Oh, your boy.
That's not my boy. It's proper don't like him.
No, you like him. I didn't like him, but you like him.
Pause. I liked him last week.
K Rico.
No, not K Rico. No, the Glasgow.
Oh, the Scottish brother.
Yeah.
That's Glaswegian.
Oh, Oxy B.
Yeah. He flopped massively. He couldn't believe it. But K Dizzy, he did smack it. He went into that singing vibe in the middle. But yeah, he's good. But it's a shame that obviously what happened to him throughout the show. But yeah, on that performance, he done really, really well. I think he was one of the best. But Saido, my guy,
he's an animal.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
I think he's an actual animal. And the only thing I felt about Saido, yeah, is I feel like Coden doesn't like him. And I feel like Coden doesn't like him.
It's because of the dance. That's why.
It's because of the dance. I think it's because they're both little. Coden's still, he's an angry little guy, bruv. Like, no disrespect. He's an angry little guy. And you see him, like, sometimes his face just push up. I'm like, bruv, relax.
What's your problem? Yeah, I know.
Like, chill out, man. But what's his name? Like I said, K Rico did well. He flowed continuously. Like, for a man that
he smashed it.
Like, I've had my beef with him, like, in the sense of I think sometimes he's whack, but it was solid. He did what he had to do.
Finally,
let's go back to what you said, Nate. Conan is one of those brothers I can just tell that if he doesn't like you, he does not like you.
Yeah,
and there's no way of trying to convince him.
Yeah,
nah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like if man screws his face up, and you could beg friend to your heart is content, he's not fake smiling with you.
Yeah,
I think like Crept is a little bit more like, all right, cool, yeah, nice, seems all right.
Yeah, Crept is to me the way I see Crept, he's humble, and it's like, it's cool. No one's got a problem. Just chill, just jam, just give your honest opinion. But yeah, like I say, Conan, he is just super tense.
Like, even when I like listen to his rants on like the socials, like he's always beefing. What do you mean? Which kind of tramp goes to a club and starts stealing bags? Are you eat? Like he's on smoke all the time. Like I have like, do you know what I mean, cousins that are vertically challenging that way. I feel like I know their anger, bro. I know it. And that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect, bro. I got nothing but get me.
No, I get that.
Yeah, no disrespect.
What did you think of the new girl? What's her name? I can't remember her name.
Yeah, the new girl.
Yeah, what did you think of her performance?
She's all right. The thing is, it's a weird one because I know she didn't start with them. You know, like you don't want her to win, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want her to win. Okay.
No, like it was like you remember last year we had the guy who had the Bayesian accent that came in with on some on some course, smoke.
Yeah,
but like you liked him, but you don't want him to win though.
Yeah.
Even though he only came in 2 weeks late, you feel like you didn't deserve it. She's okay, she's doing better, but I don't think she's up for the competition this year.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah, then she's got no hope. Yeah, I'm gonna say she's got no hope. I thought she done well, but I don't think she's got hope. I always think it's a bit difficult bringing someone into the competition when it's more or less halfway through, and expecting them to kind of topple everyone.
Yeah.
It have to be some extreme talent for them to come in and do that.
And I feel if you had that talent, you would have been in it from the beginning.
No, agreed. Totally agree. Totally agree. So obviously, you know that obviously in the second challenge they had to put down the video and obviously it turned out that K Dizzy was kicked out.
Yeah, so K Dizzy's been kicked out. Apparently he's done something that they didn't necessarily like in the house. Some were saying that he was smoking weed or something. I don't know how true it is. Like, you know, like you go social, where's K Dizzy? Yeah. Like people saying he was smoking weed and all the rest of it, and it went against the BBC kind of protocols, so they kicked him out. Yeah,
I saw that as well.
I think it's a shame because K Dizzy was like, at first when you first see him, you don't like him because like why are you so angry? But then like when he starts singing, you're like, no, this guy's mad chill. Like he's actually all right. He's just a little bit. He's 19, isn't it? He's a 19-year-old. He comes from Stoke, bro. You know the ones there, like. I don't know if any of you've been to Stoke before.
I lived in Stoke for like 3 months.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about it. It's the ones that's what it is, isn't it? It's like, if I ain't got to talk about it ever again in life, I won't. You know what I mean? It's
Trust me.
Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. And then you can hear it. When someone goes to where you from, it's like Stoke, and they all go, oh, okay, cool. Like, what is there, bro? Peter Crouch. That's it. Yeah, and then you test any footballer and say that, oh, can you do it on a cold night in Stoke? But yeah, so he went, but he was part of a group. And because he left, it left his group kind of missing because he was the one that was singing the hook. So it's K Dizzy, Oaksy B and Pocker. But then obviously because K Dizzy left, it then became a duo. They did okay.
No, do you know what? I thought their tune was. I liked their tune. To be fair, I liked her verse the best. I liked her verse. I thought she smashed it.
I feel like Kreps likes a bit of Pocker. No disrespect or whatever, but like he likes when Pocker starts talking slack. Like he loves it. Like you just see Kreps' face light up because he knows that it's fire kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think, and that's what I like about her, because when she just spits straight away, it's straight bars, and I thought, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And obviously, she uses a Jamaican, what is that, a patois?
Sorry, bro.
She uses a patois, and it sounds good.
A Jamaican linguistic.
She uses that Jamaican vocabulary.
He uses it very well.
Walk on. But yeah, nice. Yeah, so their group was good, but the other group I thought smashed it.
Oh yeah, they killed it.
Like if you get to go back and watch that one, Kel, even if you just go watch their video,
it sounds good. I'm gonna watch it.
K Rico and Saidu, bruv, they smashed it, bruv. Like all three of them smashed, bruv. They even had a routine, bruv. You know, like halfway through they had like a little dance routine. Like K Rico jumped in the swimming pool. K Rico jumped to the swimming pool with his robe. Like it was like, you know, like everyone was like, okay. Like it was fun.
Because you know what it's because they don't forget, to some of them, this was the first ever type of video ever being done. And at first they were mad nervous. They didn't know how to obviously relax yourself. You know, like when we first did the pod, we were like, okay, yeah, you're tense. But then they got into it and what they produced, it was really, really, really good work. And that would be, you know what, I don't see why they shouldn't release it as a single.
Yeah.
I think they actually got good music.
Yeah, their requirement was to make a summer banger. That's what it was. Their requirement was to make a summer hit, and I felt they were both hits. They were definitely both hits.
But yeah,
I think there's 2 more episodes left.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, I think there's usually about 6 episodes.
Wow, that's quick.
So so I think I guess it's not a semi-final, but next week will be the week before the final. Yeah, but next week
is that Kenny All-Star, isn't it?
No, the last one's Kenny All-Star. Episode 6 is usually Kenny All-Star. But episode 5, they got to do war dubs. So they got to make war tracks against each other, like No More Bridges. So who do you think they brought in to guest? Who do you think they brought to judging?
Chip.
Of course, my brother. Chip is there next week, bro.
Okay. Come on.
He's there. It's wartime. They said, look, bring in the general.
No, but do you know what I like about this show, right? They bring in everyone who's current. Yeah. Like, guess why? To bring in everyone you would want to see. It's like, oh my God, you brought in Dizzy Rascal, you brought in Chip, you brought in Getz, you're bringing in the people like last year, Miss Banks, and all that kind of stuff. So you're bringing people like who are current. You think, yeah, you know what? And if I was possibly an artist or a rapper, I'd be so gassed to see all this kind of celebrities in front of my screen. These are the guys I've been listening to when I was at home, when I was going to school, I was college, or while I'm working on my laptop at home. Do you know what I mean? But
I say no, which is older. Is this the DC School, man?
Shut up, man. You're old as well. Shut up.
No, but I still in my 30s, bro.
3 days, baby. 3 days, baby.
Sorry, hold on. I forgot. What day does this pod come out on?
Yeah, shit.
The 20th.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot. Pause. We're just going to stop the pod a moment with Rap Game. With Rap Game's done, we're going to go before we go to Power. Kel, you're officially 40, baby.
Oh, man.
You hit that 4-0. You hit that 4-0. Yeah. Happy birthday, my brother.
I got a nervous sweat right now, bro. Because shit, it's hitting me now, isn't it? It's hitting me.
Jeez. Big 4-0. How'd you feel, man?
Well, technically, I'm not there yet, but nah.
Pretend how you feel it. Pretend how you feel it. For the fans.
Yeah, next week, man. But man, it's mad. Like, I'm just glad to be here, man. Honestly, that's it, man.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Kel, what are you going for your birthday?
Manny, baby.
So if you're around in Manny,
Bugsy, hit me up, man.
Yeah, 0161. If you're out this weekend, come and holler at the boys.
Who else is up there? H, all them man, holler at me in it. Show me the spots to go to, man.
Yeah, bruv. Even my man, what was his name again? Big
Gecko.
K Rico. Holler at us. Holler at us. You get me? We'll be out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You say fuck you. That's mad.
Oh, he said thank you. He said thank you. Thank you.
All right, cool, bro. I think we can't, bro. This ain't like Bugsy coming Tottenham again. We can't do that, bro. We're not doing that. That's fuck you again, Manchester, bro. I'll leave you out there. You know the ones there.
Can I just say I did not say that?
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, excellent. I was thinking I'll leave him, I'll walk away. Walk away, bro. All right, cool. All right, well, as we're talking gang business, this week on Stars came in Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 1, Episode 5. Choose your battles. So before we get into it, everyone watch it?
Yeah.
So what are we thinking of this week's episode?
I feel like there was a lot going on in this episode. There's a lot in it. Like, I know. Obviously, it got to a next level. Like, it's a bit exciting now, isn't it? The story's developing.
Yeah.
Like, still, wouldn't say it's really action packed. Still, isn't it? Really, I think last week was the most action we got. Probably the first episode as well. But yeah, it just a lot happened with all the characters, man. Like, what's his name? What's the older brother's name? The one that just keeps
idiot.
They're showing pure. I didn't realize he's the oldest one. They're thinking, no, wait, you're the oldest one, and you're letting. They don't respect him at all, innit? Then again, he's supposed to be doing foolish.
No, but his actions, it's understandable.
But in that fight they had, innit? That fight he had with his brother. I'm trying to see where was the blows.
But you got to remember, but it's not a fight though. You got to remember, that's two brothers. They're two brothers.
No, Nate, come on, no, bro.
No, but no.
Two brothers are not.
Has anyone here fought their brother? Like really, brother? No one. Yeah, that's why you're not talking like that.
What have you? Have you had a fight with your brother?
Of course, man. I have. Yeah.
I didn't win.
Oh no, you know what it is? You like a younger
Honestly, I
brothers.
didn't
You like
win.
you like a younger brother.
Yeah, we're the youngest ones. So yeah.
Yeah. That I've never had a fight with any of my brothers. Once, I'll be honest with you, my older brother, like once he was washing the dishes, like, and I kept on flicking him with the tea towel. You know, you flick him out with the tea towel, yeah. 'Cause I used to think, brother, I got enough love for my brother. At them times that I thought, I'd say I handle my brother in it. I'll do whatever in it. You know, the ones there like brother's a punk, bro. He's quiet, whatever. I was flicking with the tea towel, bro. You know, like out of nowhere, he just showed me the strength, yeah. You know, look at the strength, bro. I was there. 1 minute I was there, flicking the towel, yeah. The next minute, no, I was up against the fridge, bro. My legs never touched the floor, bro. He said, like, you know, like he gave you the forearm across the chest.
Sean did it.
No, my brother Tyrone. Sean was there in the kitchen. Sean was in the
Tyrone,
kitchen looking at me. I was like, all right, cool, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you know, like
from a high pictures, right?
Bro.
All of a sudden, you sound like Tweety, bro.
Bro, from then I didn't fuck with my older brother. I didn't mess about with him, bro. I didn't mess about with him. So that is the closest I got to a fight. So I've never had like a physical blows to blow. So I just thought, you know, like you're just wrestling, you're ramping, you don't really want to hurt each other.
Nah, listen, it was poor. Now, to be fair, brothers are not like that whole scene. I don't know who put it together, but they need to be sacked quickly as well. Because that was poor. It was really poor.
Yeah, no, it was all right. Like I said, I don't know. It was fine. I feel Kel's frozen, but we'll keep it moving. Yeah, he's frozen. All right. So, okay, well, let's do Jukebox. Yeah, we'll come back to Kanan. Jukebox. So, Jukebox, she started, like, obviously, she wants to do the singing thing, and she got invited to come studio with, what's the boy's name?
Future. Is it Future? No, it's something F in it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Famous.
So he's gone studio with Famous. She's gone studio and she smashed it. She sung and they're like, okay, cool. This girl's got hits, blah, blah, blah. And you feel like, I feel for her. Then obviously like her and her girlfriend or her friend or whatever, they keep on doing this kind of stuff. And she finds it mad cool that her friend, like her friend's parents are like mad cool with them and all the rest of it. But I don't know if it's me, but why did none of these lock their doors, bruv? Like they were pushing. Yeah. For me, they were pushing their luck.
Yeah.
They were pushing their luck. They're taking the piss. Like, you know, like, come on, allow it. Like, you can't be in the people's like in my house and the door's shut. Like, there's a rule. Yeah. So obviously they're upstairs, they're lip-syncing to the extent they don't even hear the door open. Then obviously mum hits the roof, innit?
Of course.
Mum starts cussing her, said, after I let you in my house, don't come back to my house. Do you think the other girl should have stuck up for her more?
Yeah, well, she tried. I think she tried enough. To be fair, she tried. She did try. At the end of the day, it's your parents, so you're not exactly gonna switch it. Don't forget, they're only 15. You know.
Yeah, I know, but that's your girl, isn't it? Like that's your first. Like you took her virginity, you did all them things there.
She probably was shocked, didn't it? She probably just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because automatically the mum was like, what have you done to my daughter? So it's like the mum never had an inkling her daughter fancied other girls. So automatically the mum, as most parents will be, defending their own child.
Yeah.
So it's a case of like, oh, get away from my daughter. What have you done to my daughter? You're trying to like do some juju-ness or, you know, make her into a lesbian. Do you know what I mean? So I just think, yeah, it's a situation, especially back then, where the time of the film is set.
Yes, but what's it 91, 2001, something like that?
2001.
No, not 2001.
No,
91,
early 90s.
Yeah,
early 90s. Yeah.
Okay, so about 90s.
So it's still frowned upon back then, in some communities. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so it is. You know, it's just like people say, oh, we don't mind like people back then and probably people now like, oh, we don't mind gay people, but as soon as it's your child, boom, what?
Yeah. The mum went on militant. Bro.
Yeah, the mum went on 2 million. I felt like the dad was probably could have been a little more sad. He just seemed confused. Like, what's going on?
You just had to back it in there.
You know, like but he was just like, what's going on?
Yeah,
what's going on? Like,
no, but to be fair, I'm not saying I would do that.
That's a typical dad thing, isn't it?
Yeah, just like you don't want to.
Like you ain't trying to bring the smoke, bro. You know, like you're just like, all right, cool. I'll let you in on. You could be bad cop on this one.
You found the evidence, not me.
You do the bad cop thing. I'm here. I'm the ride or die. So I did feel for her. Especially even like the fact that she was arguing with Kanan. I feel like Kanan annoys me because I feel like he wants to know too much or he acts like a big man. Just behave yourself. And that's why he reminds me of what's Tariq as well. It's just irritating.
It's not about Tariq. Tariq's terrible.
No, I know, but it's just irritating. Like everyone's saying to you, we know more things than you. Like just allow it. Why does he want to always know everything?
It's just to give him character, isn't it? It's like,
but you got to remember, right? Listen, he's got no dad, right?
Well, he has.
Well, I'm just saying he's the man in the house, really and truly. It's him and his mum, innit? So it's a case of he wants to be that guy that his mum doesn't need to get involved, maybe, or he wants to know everything because he wants to be that guy.
All right. Well, let's talk about the fact that he's got a dad. So Raquel and Howard, is it Howard? Yeah, I think Howard's the police officer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What his name is.
Yeah.
So,
so like obviously.
Sorry. Before you continue, Nate, yeah. But is it just me? But all my Epps' acting is declining, man. I think his acting's gone poor of late, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
No, man. Like,
I don't think he believes in the script, bro.
No, it's just
I don't think he believes in it.
But he's just like, because he used to be a good actor, you know.
No, he is. He still is. I think. I still think.
Mm-hmm.
But that other film that he was in,
that one of Near Long, was it?
Yeah.
Near Long, that film.
I think it was Near Long. Yeah.
It weren't all that really.
Anyway, but you can only do what says on the piece of paper, innit? That's it. Like you can only like even Denzel couldn't save this character, bro. For 300. But obviously, so you've got my man, and then it turns out that he works out the maths. He goes and scoops him up. He works out the maths. He realizes that the dad that Kanan says he had, or the dad they think Kanan is, he can't be Kanan's dad. Yeah, so really, Kanan isn't a Stark, basically. He's not a Stark. The whole thing that we know about him, why his name is Kanan, it's not Kanan Stark. Yeah, Howard is his dad, bro. Yeah. Also, does this mean that Rack is a little bit out here, bro?
Oh,
what do you mean?
Like, her man went prison.
She tapped a policeman.
Bruv, she tapped up my man quick, bruv.
I don't know if she's out here, but she's alone, isn't it? Maybe he was her shoulder to cry on. You know what I mean? Next to the arm slips and then it hit me. And then, yeah, man. One thing leads to another.
I don't know, bro. I just feel like it's a bit like, okay, cool. I'm not saying she's a loosey-woosey. I'm not saying any of those things. It's 2022 now, or 2021. You're allowed to do whatever you want. I'm not going to shame anybody. But I just thought at that time, it's a little bit, okay, cool. That's a bit much. But
it happens, man. It happens.
It happens. So Kanan is actually has that, but I don't know how it's going to work. So I obviously, because the fact that Kanan still calls himself Stark even now, I guess nothing ever happens from it. And Kanan's dad is dying, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't you think like that's really a poor scene? That whole
dying things, like
it's like, okay, you need was it liver transplant? Was it?
Yeah.
The liver transplant.
Yeah, but he needs it from someone who's a direct match. And now he's got someone that's a direct match.
Yeah. His nose was bleeding. So I'm going to take the tissue and go and get it checked out. Come on. Really?
No, I think that was, I don't know what DNA sampling was like them times.
Exactly. That was like back in the early 90s. That wasn't happening in the early 90s.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the way he looked at the tissue when he put from his, obviously when he got the tissue and there's blood on it, and he looked at it like thinking, oh, I'm going to take that and just run away with it and get it confirmed. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that storyline there is a bit. I don't think it's necessary personally.
And then before we get into Kanan, like, and his kind of arc for the episode, bruv, I almost said to myself, we made it for a whole episode without them dashing one unnecessary sex scene in. And then without fail, Power still dashed it in. What is the matter with them?
It's just a necessity, isn't it?
Bruv, I wouldn't mind if it added something to the storyline, you know. That's all I'm asking, is give me some context. Make this sex scene be something that says, okay, cool, that was because of this. And it's like 50's almost saying, guys, anyone, if you can have one. Who wants one? All right, your episode is next week.
It's true, you know.
Yeah, so, but Kanan, obviously, he wants to kind of be more involved, and he makes mum teach him how to cook the crack. Yeah? The cocaine into crack. What we say?
How do you feel about it? I think she was in a position where it's just like this guy is getting involved in too much.
Yeah, she's got no choice now.
Yeah, like obviously from last week she found the jumper, and she spoke to that guy who Kanan had a fight with. Oh, what's that guy's name?
He's gonna be a snitch for her, isn't it?
Yeah, no. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like she found out about them two getting arrested and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, do you know what? It's just like she's like, I've got to bring him in. I've just got to show him. And
because otherwise he's gonna do his own thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, if you don't keep him close, he's just gonna be out there doing what he's doing, and that's more of a risk, I suppose.
Yeah,
but as a parent, is that a good thing?
Of course not.
No.
Whoa! Look at her parent. Well, I mean, she's in some weird way she's a good parent to him, but he knows what she's about in it. So it's not to say like she ain't doing all that stuff. She's like, well, the reason why he's doing this because of her.
Yeah,
like he wants to be like his mom.
Yeah, for me, like I said, obviously the power universe, but it just shows me they're all cycles, bruv.
Yeah.
Like if you're born into this gangster lifestyle, you've got no hope, bruv. You've got no hope.
She can't pull the moral high ground. She's still in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
no,
it's definitely long for someone teaching their child how to cook crack though. That doing it's wild.
You know, initially I thought to myself, no, she's actually going to teach him actually a food recipe. No, you know, just like kind of thought. Like,
what you thought he was going to teach how to make? So what, jollof or powdered yam? What did you think he was going to do?
I don't know, corned beef stew or something.
No, bro. Like you could see they was about to start cooking the crack, bro.
No, I just, you know, when you're just thinking, she can't be going that deep. But yeah.
But you know what? I'm still not feeling this power. I'm still not feeling it.
No, but you know what? No, I think so far it's okay. I'm not against it or anything like that.
We're getting another season as well of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Before episode 1 was they announced season 2.
Yeah.
Because to me, there's so much to come off this.
I don't know if there is.
I don't think they did. I think they're forcing it, innit, really. I
See,
think they could wrap it up in one season.
Yeah, everyone's waiting for Ghost and Tommy and Angela and all that kind of stuff. Everyone's waiting for that, innit?
And I feel like
Tasha.
I feel like because of that, they will stretch this out as long as they can.
Yeah.
I don't think they could stretch it out for that long.
But the reality was no one really cared about Kanan. Apart from the fact it was 50. No one really cared about Kanan.
Yeah.
I don't even care about them. I don't care about Ghost, Tommy, or Angela. I think.
Whoa.
No, hold on, guys.
I just like Tariq.
Yeah, exactly. Watch yourself. Son.
His series is actually interesting. I think they could work with just doing different characters. See, like how they do. I don't know if any of you watch True Detective, but like obviously the power theme still stays throughout the whole thing, but they just focus on different characters, and you might have some cameos here and there. But I think they could just do a whole new set of characters, and it would still be good.
I still call it power.
Yeah, look, Angela's dead, Ghost is dead. We don't need any more of them, really, innit? No one really likes Tasha. Tommy.
I love Tasha.
Anyway, yeah. But I think they could just introduce new characters for the next 25 years.
No, but you're right. They can introduce new characters. And I think the whole Tyreek, and that's why the Tyreek thing, they will continue it and open it all up.
Yeah, because you've got all like, Monique and her people. Now you could sort of stem from that and go into next people. Like,
true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
It could work.
All right, well.
Bring up 9 Lives then, isn't it?
Yeah, no, 9 Lives dead.
I'm saying like Ghost is dead as well, isn't it? But
yeah,
I'm saying if they're going to keep doing backstories, they might as well just go for every main character or side character and do that.
Yeah, so we're good. Well, we'll see. But I know we've got, I believe there's 7 episodes this series.
What is it?
I believe, well, it's on according to Wiki, there's only 7, but it may be more.
So what are we at now?
Let me TV.
5.
Only 7. Wow. Okay.
So if there's only 5, then that 7, that means there might be no mid-season break, innit? Actually, it's 10.
Oh, it's 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't wind me up about season breaks. So I know.
Go on. Godfather of Harlem. Yes.
Godfather of Harlem is winding me up. I don't want to go on alternative platforms to watch it.
Yeah, but the reason that was because in America they had actually finished their first 5 episodes, and before we started.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And then we watched our 5 episodes after they were on their mid-season break.
Okay.
So it may be due to a licensing that StarzPlay might only have it after it's all been aired or something.
Because I've been searching on Twitter, I've been retweeting people's tweets like, where's Godfather Harlem and everything, and I see an alternative, but I thought no, I want to watch it on Prime. It's out of principle. I have to watch it on Prime. I have to watch it. But yeah, I'm just I've seen a couple of snippets of what people have been tweeting, and I'm like, nope, I blocked any mentions of Godfather of Harlem. So I don't want no one to spoil it for me.
All right, like I said, there's a lot to get through today, and I do apologize. All right, do we start with this? Okay, quickly on a quick one. Deceit, Channel 4. Yeah. So Channel 4 over this past week showed a 4-part series. Sorry, and also if you watched, we won't go through episode by episode just because some of you will be watching it on Channel 4, which will be weekly. So some of us have gone ahead and finished watching the series. I haven't. I've still got 1 episode left. Okay. But what it is about, they had this controversial honey trap where they tried, it was known as Operation Edsel, where basically what they wanted to do is they were playing an undercover cop because there was a murder, and all of these kind of behavioral analysts, like one from FBI or CSA or one of them, and somebody from the UK, they had identified this person called Colin Stagg as the main, who they believed was the antagonist of who killed this woman. So they throw all their eggs into this basket to try and lure him into confession. Yeah, it's the moral of the story so far. And it's a well-known story. It was a story that was real. They've changed aspects of the story for the entertainment purposes, but basically it's just about this cop that's trying to get him on side, and she's almost set like a honey trap. She's trying to lure him in, which in a way sounds like it is entrapment. But yeah, so all of them, and it's a well-known story. Like I said, it's a real story. You can go Google it and find out. You do your research about Colin Stagg, and yeah, I won't ruin it more than that. Merv, what are you thinking of the show? Because I know you watched it.
I thought I was coming into it being very complicated, but actually it's a very basic story. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I don't know what parts are real and what parts are dramatized, but yeah, it's very easy to follow. Because I just watched it all back to back, the whole thing. And it was really good to watch. But yeah, man, it's deep because obviously, yeah, the title says it all in it, Deceit. So it is quite sad, and it's just like, it just makes you think about how the police in general, even from back then till now, it's like they just need to do better, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I thought it was very telling, like even the way it was of that time. So obviously, even the way like the police officers talk to her as a policewoman, no respect. Yeah. No respect. Like they're just, as far as they're concerned, they're just trying to use her, like slut it out a little bit, try and get as much as we can, and let's move on. Yeah. And they're not, like, she said certain things to them, and as far as they're concerned, they're not interested. Look, we know best. We don't care what you say. Who are you?
They're not actually the ones that are undercover doing it. So it's total dismissal. Yeah.
My only thing I'd say about the series so far was at the beginning, they showed like a totally different case, like a drug case.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was in Tottenham. Like there was people from the ends. I said, okay, I like this. When the guy that went college with us, said, all right, cool. This is exciting. Then that was literally
It's almost like a little introduction to who she is, and like, okay, next, let's go into the next case. Because I thought it was going to be about that as well.
So that was 10 minutes, and then it didn't need to be there. Yeah. Like she came out of the police cell, and I was thinking, okay, what's happening now? That was it.
Yeah. And if you don't pay attention, you'll be like, what the hell just happened? Like, where am I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely was one of those ones. Yeah. But yeah, it's a 4-part series. I think, like I said, I think you'd get some. All of you would get something out of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this.
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay, cool. All right, excellent. You haven't watched it, sorry, Cal. I didn't realize you watched it as well.
You just pardon me. It's fine.
No, I didn't.
You went straight to Merv. It's
I
cool.
didn't know because I knew Merv had sent me the thing. I didn't know you'd watched that. I do apologize, Kel. What did you think of it so far?
Yeah, it's all right.
What's that?
No, joking. No, no, it's cool. What I liked about the first episode was like the part you're saying at the start, where like obviously she has to give man sloppy head and stuff, and go all out to trap the guy in it.
Yeah.
And then the other guy gets the props for doing all the work. He's like, no, she done the work, bro. Do you know what I mean?
That was
she got the guy to come back to the yard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But like you said, in those days, in the early 90s and whatever, it was always the men that were
we're claiming victory.
Yeah, exactly, man. But yeah, no, so far so good. It's so funny when she's chatting to the guy on the phone and she sits in the remote. And he's like, what's that in the background? She's sweating.
Bro, she was like, no.
Radio, it's the radio. It's the radio.
Bro, you know, like if he listened quietly, bro, he would hear his own voice.
Yeah.
But even then he'd be baffled. He'd be like, huh?
Yeah. No, it is interesting. And it also made me think, do you reckon police officers do this shit now, bro?
I reckon so.
Yeah, 100%. But there's undercovers everywhere, bro. Yeah, man.
Bro, like, you know, like in my head, I'm feeling, it's sick being an undercover cop. This is long.
How do you feel they got nines, bro? Those are undercover cop there getting deep in the game with nines, knowing what he's doing, trafficking from here and there. That's what they caught him, bro. Undercover. Got all the evidence.
And some of them must go to the lengths to get
bro,
the case, isn't it?
You know, like for me, that's all entrapment, bro. I just feel like all of that shit is entrapment, bro. Like you can't talk, like that's why whenever I hear people saying, they were shot into undercover, I'm like, what are you talking about? How? But again, I don't know the drug game like that. I'm not involved. Like, you get me? I guess you have to shot to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in it. You got to make your money. To anybody's a fiend. But like every time I watch like something like Top Boy, do you remember when the cops? What was it? Series 1 or
Alcoholics, like
like little things like you got to look at their crap. There's so many things, but I guess when you're trying to make money, you're trying to make money in it.
Like the woman said as well. She's saying that how someone caught her out because her teeth are clean.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, this from what I've watched 3 episodes. I've got 1 episode left, so it's okay. It's all right. It's a deep, like I said, it's another British show. It's all right. But the real actual storyline behind it is very, very deep though. Because well, I guess you can read it. Like they put all their eggs in this basket when they're not even questioning whether they have the right man or not. And I guess we'll next week we'll finish about that kind of stuff. We'll do part 2 or whatever, just like in the sense of the real storyline. All right, that's Deceit. That's on channel 4.
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Or 40D.
Who put in the group?
I did.
Oh yeah. That's
No, I did.
Wait, hold on.
I thought Rich put in the group, you know.
No, I did.
That's why I didn't understand why you added me. Like, I think, what's this guy? Okay,
my bad.
It's cool. Okay, anyway, everyone's stuck with themselves, isn't it?
I was tired.
That was Deceit channel 4.
You as well.
I want us to get into what if,
4 years old.
but I want us to quickly touch on. Did any of you watch Beckett?
Yeah. Beckett.
I didn't like it.
Oh, you watched it, Rich?
All right, we'll start with Beckett quickly. So Beckett is starring John David Washington, Denzel Washington's son. Close your eyes, look the other way. You think Denzel's in the room. Like, it's mad. The sound, like, I don't know, man.
It's his mannerisms as well. Like, it's just Denzel.
Yeah, like it's obviously it's his dad, and I don't think he necessarily wants to act like his dad. Maybe they're just his natural mannerism, because I feel like Denzel, I think he's just Denzel. Like, you know, like I always think he's playing himself almost, but it's definitely like, you two are like peas in a pod.
He doesn't look nothing like him.
No,
it's the voice and his mannerisms.
So he is a tourist that's vacationing in Greece with his girlfriend. And they want to move away from Athens because they heard there's like going to be a big protest. So they go for a drive into the countryside, almost like a different part of Greece. And he's involved in an accident where they're very tired. They fall asleep on the motorway, innit? Or the highway, whatever, windy roads. And they end up having a major accident. And then he becomes like a target for a manhunt, basically. and you don't know why they're targeting him. Even towards the end, you're not sure why they're targeting him.
Still
don't really know why they're targeting him, but they're targeting him.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be the fall guy or for something. Like,
Yeah.
I reckon they could have explained that a lot better.
Yeah. And it's like it's an old school running film. Yeah.
Or them ones.
Yeah, it's literally
basically I lost weight watching it.
Bro, he's just running for the whole film.
And the thing is, I'm sorry, fans, in it, but he was running like to say he had to drop one as well, bro. Like for the whole film, he was holding it in, and his arms were just T-Rexing as well, bro. Like you could just see, that's how he's moving the whole film, bro. No lie. Like,
and again, he manages to become somebody that knows how to fight, that knows how to free jump. Like, is it free jump? What's the one where you can
free running?
Free running.
He couldn't even fight, bro. He was just indestructible,
bro.
Like,
for the whole film, after the accident, he mashes up his left arm, so his left arm is in a sling. The man is jumping and running with just one arm, bro. It's just one arm.
I'll say he got shot 9 times as well, bro.
Bruv, he was moving like Puck and 50.
50?
Bruv. Bruv, he got shot in his chest, acting like nothing happened, bruv.
Chest, arms, hands.
Acting like nothing happened, bruv.
Yeah.
What was that? Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's an all right film. I sat down with the missus and watched it. Like, it was all right. It's okay. It wasn't the worst film. It's about hour and 40 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Nah, I think in this day and age, it was all right.
Did you finish it, Rich?
I finished it. I just didn't like it. It's one of the ones that if I had known what kind of, I didn't read anything. I just
knew I just push play.
Play. If I'd known what kind of film it was going to be, I wouldn't have watched it.
I don't think you would have known from even if we had read it to you, I don't think you'd have known what it would have been like. Like, I feel it's one of the ones you have to experience to go, okay, cool. It's not really my thing.
It's definitely something that you wanted to know what happens as well.
Yeah.
I think you basically get the tone of the film from the get-go, but you need to know what happens in it.
Yeah. Because I think, to my knowledge, they changed, I can't remember what it was. The name of the film wasn't going to be Beckett. It was going to be something else.
Okay.
But they changed it to
Run.
They should have called it Run.
Run, it's probably true.
Run Part 4. But yeah, I guess it's an action thriller. It was okay. It was an all right film. If you was to give it out of 10, Merv.
So you dare say 9?
No, I'd probably say like
7.5.
Yeah, 7. On the 7 mark.
Rich?
I'll probably give it a solid 5.
Yeah, I'd probably go.
Yeah,
I think 7.
What do you mean?
7.5.
What do you mean? What are you going to say, Merv?
I was going to say, don't forget to shout out Alicia Vikander, in it. She was the girlfriend, in it. The new Tomb Raider, Lara Croft.
Oh man,
she wasn't in it for very long, bro.
Okay.
But don't spoil it, man.
What? He just said it what character it was. What do you mean? I didn't spoil it.
Nate said she wasn't in it too long.
Oh my god.
No. Hold on one second. No. Okay.
Nate. See, you've got that brush, mate.
There should be a jingle in it. Nate does it again.
Bruv.
Here's that Nate. He does it again.
No, I don't really.
Also, all right, cool. It's fine. But we told you there was an accident. No, man, it's all right. It's all right. Man, don't talk, they walk. All right, cool. So we have been waiting for this. The Marvel What If series.
Oh,
so
shit,
last week,
I haven't started that, you know.
Oh my jigger.
Yeah, I haven't started it, man.
Yeah, last week Wednesday, bro. I told you, I'm saying Wednesdays are it's a mess right now, bro. Wednesdays are an absolute mess. So last week Wednesday we had What If, and it started off, and we were introduced to Captain Carter. So obviously the What If series it's a spin on what is actually happening, and something along the line has changed, and we've changed the trajectory. And this one is What If. So it wasn't that basically Captain America couldn't be Captain America. So it was up to Peggy Carter to become the new Captain America, which is Captain Carter. Thoughts?
Thoughts, man.
So what episode is that?
Episode 1.
Episode 1 out.
Only one episode.
How long are they?
30 minutes.
About half an hour.
Minutes? Yeah,
half an hour. Yeah, 9 episodes in total.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is levels, man. Like, it's so mad because I'd love to see a whole film of Captain Carter or a series even, like, and I'm not sure if I want to see it animated or the real thing. Because actually, I went back and watched all of I don't know if you guys ever watched Agent Carter, but like the series. I like that. Man. I was upset, but I was it over. But I basically watched all the fight scenes in Agent Carter, and I actually watching her fighting Captain Carter, What If? I'm like, yeah, this actually makes sense because she can actually fight in it. But the way she was moving, I'm thinking I've never seen Cap move like this, innit? And I don't know if it's just because you get that freedom of animation. But again, when I saw the live action of Agent Carter, I'm like, I believe this could happen if she had the super soldier serum.
So she takes the serum, and this is just after World War II.
Yeah. Oh, what's the reason why she took the serum?
We can't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet.
Kelly's seen it yet. I don't want to spoil it.
You can't spoil that.
It was too late. She took the serum, innit?
No, obviously, from the trailers, we know that she's going to be Captain Carter.
So then you can say that, then, can't you?
No, because it's just that's the cliche point, man.
He doesn't die. That's all you need to know. He doesn't die then. It's like he doesn't die.
You know, like when Richard really wants to be like Nate.
No,
you know, like he wants.
No, you done that to hurt Kel, you know.
Yeah, like you're deep, fam. You're deep, fam.
What? So Captain America doesn't die? What?
No, you're deep.
Shut up, man.
What's the problem?
You're deep, bro. Like, what's the matter with you, bro?
That's a proper spoiler.
Like,
what's a spoiler?
And they're trying to justify it as well.
Yeah, bro. Not even I do that, bro. Just accept.
How is that?
Bro, you can't be wrong and strong, bro. You can't be wrong and strong.
How am I wrong?
He went out of his way to say he doesn't die. Like,
the thing is, he's trying to stop him before he even said it. He's still
no. But
listen, over you to say
no. Listen.
Shut up, man.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. Yeah, I'm saying why I'm saying is that what happened to Rogers.
Why do you need to say that bit though?
Because obviously she's Captain America.
Yeah, but we're talking about the basis. We're talking about just the basis. We're not talking about the ins and outs of it.
Yeah, wouldn't Kel and Kel? Well, not Kel. Wouldn't listeners want to know?
No.
Yeah, you go to DisneyPlus and press play.
Exactly. We're just giving a review of it, not a spoiler review.
No, listen. This show includes spoilers.
Yeah, we weren't going to do it. Are we doing spoilers?
Since when? You always cuss Nate for spoiling stuff, and then you think, it's cool to spoil it.
No. We've got Nate. He's a spoiler. Do the jingle.
Yeah. You want to be like Mike?
Well, it's a good thing me saying he doesn't die, isn't it? Cool.
I'm not really drinking this, but I'm just like.
Anyway, move on. Next topic.
It's good, man. It's good.
No, I think it's definitely one to watch. To be fair, it's animated, but I'm fully on this series. I'm quite excited to see what they've coming up next. And I know, especially because we know at some point they're going to do a Black Panther one, and that was one of the last recordings that Chadwick done. So for me, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening this Wednesday, but What If is on DisneyPlus, and it is definitely worth a watch. It's animated, won't take long, half an hour max.
Yeah. Good watch, man.
On it like Sonic.
How can we not talk about the parts in it? Come on, it's 30 minutes.
Shut up, bro.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
All right,
it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so I hear you what you're saying, Rich. So next week we will definitely make sure that everyone has watched episode 2 prior, and we will throw in as many spoilers as possible.
I just don't see the point of reviewing it if we can't talk about it. That's all I'm saying. It's just like it's a 30-minute TV show.
We've got like 10 other TV shows to get through.
No, but it's not the point. It's just it makes sense. We talk about it as in
what you
spoilers. I'm saying overall in general, something like that. We've got to talk about it. It's just simple. Yes, you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying.
No, I agree with you, Uncle.
We should do that.
I agree with you, Uncle.
But it's just like
I hate you, Nina. I hate you so much, bro.
Let's get on to the next one then.
All right, cool.
Oh, thank you. At last. Yes.
All right. So another show that came out on Wednesday.
Show man disrespect, bro.
That came out on Prime Video was Stargirl Season 2, Episode 1.
I won't spoil it. Don't worry, I won't spoil it. I won't say nothing.
Shut up.
Have you watched it, Carl?
No.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is dead guy here, man.
Hey, Carl, not gonna lie. Girl, you're moving like Mike.
Oh gosh.
Well, man,
I
just
feel
about
like-
watch Power, you know.
I thought this is the thing. Like I've been out of the loop. Like I forgot what ifs on
Yeah,
all that stuff. Honestly, I just haven't watched it.
yeah. No.
To be fair, there's been a lot of stuff out.
There's
man.
a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of stuff this week.
From
Even
Anti-
Titans back. I haven't watched
yeah, I
Titan
ain't
yet.
watched that yet either.
Yeah.
All right, like I said, charge up whatever. If you're bringing a tablet and a laptop or anything, charge it up, bruv. Because that train journey, bruv, on Friday, there's enough stuff to get through, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we had Stargirl. Did anyone watch it?
But is it as good as the first season? Is it kick off good or is it?
All right, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode, if you've never watched Stargirl before and you've just watched this episode, I don't know if you'd watch Stargirl the next episode.
Oh fuck! And you know because it's CW though, isn't it? They fucked it up now. It's CW.
I think they did, but also what it is, I feel like this episode was like a setup episode. They're doing a lot of kind of background work for the future. But for me, she's running around trying to be a hero, and there's nothing to be a hero about, if that makes sense. Like everything is after season 1, they've all sorted. But like she's going to look for trouble, basically. She's looking for trouble. And I just felt it was a little bit, nah.
They always do this. They
Yeah,
always do this.
it's a little bit nah. That was my thing. I didn't come away from this episode thinking, oh my God, it's sick.
And that poor fight scene in the house.
Yeah.
Hold on, Rich. Did you watch the first season? You didn't watch the
Of
first
course I
season.
watched the first. You told me to,
No,
bruv, and I
Yeah,
watched
but
it.
you didn't give us no feedback like, oh, you liked it or not?
I did. I watched it all. I told you in the group last year.
What did you think of it?
I
First season.
enjoyed season 1. It was a bit like I had to kind of adjust to it because I didn't know what I had some kind of level of expectations. Then I had to quickly level myself back down. Because that girl frustrated me massively, and she frustrates me.
With the main character.
Yeah, the main character. But overall, she come good, and I enjoyed it. But I still forget she's just a teenager. So I think in this first episode, she shows her teenager antics, like okay, you're still a kid. Relax yourself. But yeah, with me, this first episode, there's 1 or 2 good things to look forward to, and there's 1 or 2 things where you think, oh, well, that's a bit cheesy. That's super cheesy. I just mentioned the fight scene, and the person who she's fighting is just like, oh my God.
But that's the thing about Stargirl. This is why I liked it so much. The fight season 1 were good.
No, this fight scene is big, but the
Yeah.
reveal of the fight scene.
Oh, okay.
The reveal, I thought the reveal was quite poor.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? End of the day, I felt the same way how I felt when I watched episode 1, and I thought, "Where's this going?" But then after watching it, I loved it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the series gets better.
Yeah, I'm sure. Listen, end of the day, it's like Arsenal, the first game, and it's the first episode. You know what I mean? You can't overreact.
Bro,
You can't
and the maddest
overreact.
thing is, you see what it is? I can't argue with that. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Dun, 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 dun. All right. See, Rich also put in a group. It's been 10 years since the riots. The riots that happened. And a show came out of BBC last week, which was the Riots 2011, 1 week in August.
Big up Nudge on that. Big up Nudge. Thanks for
Yes, thank you.
checking it out.
Big up.
I hardly watch iPlayer. I don't watch it enough, shall I say?
Yeah. So basically, what it is a retrospective kind of look at the week of the riots, basically. So it starts talking about the whole Mark Duggan thing without going into too much detail about it. Then it talks about obviously how they had the protest, and so it's interceded with like lots of real footage. Like it's like lots of like actual footage. So it seems quite bad, but like I'm looking, I'm going, oh my God, like you're looking, you're like, oh my God, look, there's such and such, there's such and such. It's like carnival almost, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone was there, boy, like it's that kind of stuff. But then it talks about obviously how the riot started. Yeah. And then it talks about the fact that obviously it started in Tottenham and stuff, and then it spread by Sunday to like Enfield, Wood Green, like, and then Camden, it started spreading
Croydon,
further around
yeah.
Croydon. Then like, obviously, like Monday was the big time in Hackney, and then it kind of expanded. And then it started again, like because it even talks about stuff like who was the Prime Minister? David Cameron.
Yeah.
He was away on holiday and how he came back. And I remember this whole story. Like I remember
3 a.m.
like he had to come back, and then they were like, all the police force have to come down. Like everyone, if you're on special leave or not, you need to come down and help out London. And they all came and helped out London. Then they were like, oh, there's no police here. Then it went to Nottingham, Manchester, Birmingham. They just started writing. And then it also talks about the 3 Asian brothers that died in, they're not actually, well, 2 of them are brothers, one of them isn't, who died in Birmingham on a hit and run.
Yeah.
And like, as it was going on, I remembered it kind of brought my mind back to 10 years ago to actually live in an experience.
Did that cause a black versus Asian riot?
Well, it kind of caused a lot of the Asian community to come out in and kind of make a stand, because obviously the police weren't there, and the police were all gone, and they kind of had to make a stand of this, like, look, we need to just allow it, we need to stop it, allow it, it's getting too much.
And you know what? I was just thinking about, and I was thinking to myself, I think it's bad in saying it, but the police kind of wanted something like this to happen in order for it to settle down. You know, there's always got to be a casualty somewhere, and for everyone to kind of reflect and stop and think what's going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Why would the police want that?
No. Okay. Behind the scenes, sometimes things have to happen, right? So sometimes you will never learn, right? You know, like your parents said, stop it, stop it, stop it. In order for you to learn, you have to burn.
Yeah,
right?
Don't. We've all done.
It's the same.
We've all
thing.
been there. Don't touch the iron. Don't touch the iron. She told you as many times as you want. You burn your hands. You cry. You don't touch the iron again.
So in that sense, what I mean, Merv, not as in not really in a malice kind of way, but in that sense, that's what I'm talking about. And I think because by that happening is by bringing the whole community to say no more. We've lost three young teenagers. I don't know how old they are.
One was a teenage. What? No, I think one was 21. I think the others were like maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, and for a community to come out and say no more, we have to protect our homes. We have to stop this happening, and from what happened from there, that stopped the massive bridge of the rioting continuing and all the issues that were happening in that area. The community getting together. So when it was happening, everyone was just like watching, let it happen. And it takes for someone to pass away for like the same community to kind of stand up and say, okay, this has to stop now. We've lost 3 of our own.
It was obviously very weird and hard because the riots across the country, although it was all triggered from one central thing, that wasn't necessarily the reason that everybody was doing what they were doing. And it just showed there was a lot of pain and despair going on around that time. Do you know what I mean? And there was lots of like, whether it was unemployment, all the rest of it. And now you look back 10 years later and you think, wow, we've just gone through bloody pandemics and all of this kind of stuff. That was 10 years ago. It was the year before the London Games, everything. It was like, it seemed like a really mad time.
Merv, just in regards to you questioning Rich like initially before he explained it. Bruv, the police are not saints, bruv. The police do certain things that you would never think they do. Like they do certain plots that cause riots or cause stuff to be more I can't say it. Like for example, riots, yeah, they'll go around dressed as little people, smashing down shops and all that kind of stuff and burning down. They're amongst it all just to make it worse. But you wouldn't know this, but trust me, they do stuff that you
they can incite stuff.
They can incite stuff.
I'm not even saying that like in a sense that like they're doing it maliciously, but I'm thinking like why would they do something knowing that they're going to get the backlash for it as well? Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying what you just said, Kel, like I'm only basing this on facts. You know, I can't say that. Well, you're saying that, but like I don't know that, innit? Like I'm only basing the information on the program.
I think in this program, did you watch the program as well, Merv?
Yeah.
I think within this program there were certain things that they did. I think the riots, you know what it was. So All right, a little while ago, I don't know if I ever told you about this kid that got excluded from my school. Yeah. And then my kids all like did like a big massive protest. Yeah. They had this protest in the playground. I thought, you lot are sick, do your thing. Yeah. Then at one point, they kind of then marched through the corridors and started making up noise, like on a big demonstration kind of thing. Then I spoke to them. I said, look, guys, I respect what you lot were doing, but you see, when you lot were outside doing a protest, you was doing a protest. You see, once you then take it inside the building, you take it away from the original protest, it now becomes disruption. And what actually happens is we now focus on disruption as opposed to the reason for your demonstration. And within the riots, what it did, it allowed it to now be about the riots and for the country to get behind this is disgusting behavior, this is everything, as opposed to the reason why they shot an unarmed man. So in that sense, that's why I understand in this particular thing. So like I said, they know they want it, but it was beneficial for them because it took it away from what it was originally about. Do you know what I mean? It was no longer about what happened. It was just about, why are you lot stealing from JD Sports? Why are you bunning down the job center? Why are you mashing up the high road? Yeah. And I will always remember, because I was in London that day. Like, I remember, like, we was out for dinner, my cousin, and I had to come back, drive through the riots, pick up my sister, because my aunt's birthday, and she lives literally behind the police station. Had to then drive all the way around to Northumberland Park and back round to drop my sister home and stuff, yeah? And that's my high road, innit? Like, that's my high road. They bun down my high road, you get me? Yeah? And I will always remember, and I think to myself, like, they helped cause this kind of commotion. And I remember the news going, okay, everyone, they're looting, they're going to the retail park. There's no police here, there's no nothing. They're at the retail park. Everyone just went to the retail park. Okay, they're going to Wood Green Shopping City now. There's no one at Wood Green Shopping City. They were and they kept on complaining, saying that it was done by BB. They were telling you where to go. Yeah, they had film cameras of people running in JD Sports, coming out. There was no police, there was no nothing. So you're at home watching that. You're like, what? People were leaving their house to jump on the bandwagon. Yeah. And I think even that then escalated, because you then had Enfield going, what? Them lot got away with all of that stuff. And I think one of the things with the riots was, it wasn't a black or white thing. It was just an everybody thing. And I think that's what probably was the most powerful thing about the riots. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not on this whole mashing up JD Sports to go on teeth trainers and all the rest of it. It is what it is. And people run down the road with TVs and all that kind of stuff. There's greed and there's need. Like, but I do understand the need to say that you're not happy with certain things.
No, definitely. Definitely.
And I guess it was, yeah, it just put into perspective that, this was actually 10 years ago. And it wasn't that long ago.
No,
it definitely wasn't that long ago.
We're into the double figures of 2000s, isn't it, as well?
Well, people are still criminal records. I mean, not criminal records. I mean, people
still inside
in prison.
Yeah, from that. You know what I mean?
And I think one of the guys is saying, it's like, you give me a big sentence. Like, I know people.
14 years, I think they gave him.
Yeah, 14 years. And then you're thinking, hold on, yeah, but like hearing 14 years for rioting, well,
it was rioting, and I think it was, and also because it was arson. I think he also got done for arson, and arson is almost like on the level within the law. It's almost on the levels of murder.
Yeah, taking everything down. But yeah, so a lot of people got sentenced. But
even like months and months afterwards, like
the government, obviously the government had to take a harsh stance on it, because at the end of the day, rioting is rioting, and it's simple as that.
Certain parents saw their daughter or son on the news that Shaniqua.
Do you remember the billboards? They had like billboards. They used to have these billboards of like just faces, like used to just be faces of people they're looking for. I was like, bro, it was mad. Like, you just be going to Westfield and just going, bro, how come my man's up there, boy? Let's hope that no one, like, I recognize him. Let's hope that no one else recognizes him.
Do you know what's mad though? It's almost like it felt like the purge in some way.
Yeah,
because people were doing these things, almost thinking, like, I'm doing all this. It's all because even like, remember that woman was speaking, and she's like, yeah, no, like they woke up at like around 6 a.m. or something. They're like, no, you come in to loot. And she's like, yeah, I'll come down. It's almost like it was some fun and games, and not realizing that actually, when this is all over, there's going to be some major consequences for all the people that were caught on camera or whatever. Like, yeah, it's almost, I guess for the people that were writing, their focus was just like, you know what, let me jump on this and just like take the opportunity rather than actually protesting for the actual cause.
And I think definitely Saturday, the original day, Saturday, was about Mark. Do you see what I'm saying? It was about the unfair treatment of what was going on. Like the family wasn't told about certain things. That was 100%. Do you get me? That was 100%. I knew the protest was happening. I got the phone call, you coming down. Maybe God was saying to me, this is not your portion. Otherwise, I might not have been in the pod right now, bro. I don't know where I could have been. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and I knew them. Do you get me? So like, there was very well I could have been there. So Saturday was that, and I think all the other days consequencing, they were just people trying to jump on the bandwagon, bro.
Straight.
Too many.
But R.I.P. Mark, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Mark, man. It's been 10 years.
Definitely.
I did a little shout, like, around the ends or whatever on the actual day, but it's mad that it's been 10 years. Because I remember the missus was pregnant with NJ at the same time, bro. Like, cause I remember because the riots were happening, and like I was away, I was working. There's a little quick run. I was working for the challenge, and I said to her, look, you can't stay here because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to be here. Like, you're walking with Big Belly. I'm not going to be here to like protect the yard. I don't know if they want to start burning down yards or whatever. Just go out of the bits, innit? So I dropped her at the ends or whatever, yeah. And then I remember on the Monday, we took a group of young people to Hackney. So he's working in the Petrie Academy, and they were going, but we're hearing things might happen. You know me, I'm like, I was working in youth work in Hackney for years. I was like, bruv, you're minor, man. You can go anywhere. Just go to the Mayor Street. You're good. What are they going to do, bruv? There's like one JD Sports. What, bruv? Everyone ain't going to riot in JD Sports. About an hour and a half later, I got a phone call. We're going back to the coach. It's all kicking off. Get the kids now. We had to like run down the road to the coach. Literally, we got the kids on the coach and drove the hell out of Hackney. And that was the day when Hackney because they were on the rioting thing, but they were just on a let's scuffle the police thing. Yeah, it's definitely mad. It was mad. It was, it's our experience. It's like I said, 10 years we've gone through pandemics, so it is what it is. But
I know. Last thing, I just think people actually think they can get away with. I don't know. They forget the CCTV now. I think it's like lose their minds.
Yeah, but there's CCTV everywhere, but people still get away with certain crimes. It's a mad thing.
They have to make people accountable, isn't it?
And I think that's what it was. I think it was more about the fact it was the year before the Olympics, and you showed us up to the world.
Proper.
Yeah, you had countries talking about don't go on holiday to London, don't go on holiday to UK.
Yeah,
it's out of control. It's out of control.
Now it's mad. All right. Cool. I know it's been a bit of a long one. Is there things that people have been watching outside of what we spoke about so far? I know, Merv, you went to go and watch Paw Patrol.
Yeah, man. Highly recommended. You know that. It's one of the ones you have children, obviously. You have children, and you watch it every single day, and you think, this like, but they actually made a proper story out of it, innit? And I feel like. It's hard to go and watch the series again because the film was that good, but definitely if you've got kids out there, like just watch it, man. It's really good. Highly recommended. It's fun.
Is it animated? Yeah?
Yeah, no, the little one went today to watch it.
Yeah, it's basically like Paw Patrol with budget, basically. Like it's something, I'm giving you all this money, do what you want, and they smashed it. It's how I would imagine that a Power Rangers movie should be. Like, how they take Power Rangers a bit too seriously, or the latest one anyway. It's like, I reckon it should have been more on that level. Power Rangers. I'd want a CGI Power Rangers rather than live action. But yeah, Paw Patrol is really good, man.
What did little man think, though?
He loved it, man. He loved it, but obviously, and he watched the whole film.
That's what I was going to question.
Anyone that knows my little one, he's got Anstey's pants in it. He can't stay still.
Active,
mad active. So I didn't go, but obviously the missus took him, and she said, "No, he watched the whole film. He watched it all."
That's a breakthrough,
Trust me.
That's the breakthrough.
Trust me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never ever consider taking him to cinema. I know what he's like in it. So I don't even think about it.
No, but you know, once they can do it once, that means that they've got a little thing now. There's a little bug. They can sit down, give them a little popcorn or whatever, and they're
But
good.
don't get it twisted though. As soon as the credits started rolling, he was off. He was
Oh,
off, causing havoc, stole one girl's balloon.
So that's what my little one to the cinema
yeah.
the first time. Like, just your training begins, isn't it? Like mid credits, post credits, you're staying there for the whole thing, innit? So she's just like, yeah, she'll watch the whole thing beginning to end.
Oh, wicked. Yeah, no, I contemplated going to watch it, but I was like, the kids are going to be too old. They don't want to watch it. And I couldn't go in the cinema on my ones to watch Paw Patrol. Like, you know, like you go to cinema, you see Bear Man, you ain't seen a little while. What are you doing there, bruv? You can see the kids in front of you you're going Paw Patrol, innit? They're like, yeah.
No.
I'm going to sleep. I said, no, my boy said it's sick. My boy said it's sick. So Merv, I hope it is sick because
it is.
I've been, you know that I've been telling people it's sick on the strength.
No, it is. Straight, bro.
Look, man's going on someone else's recommendations.
Bruv, and the thing is, I've been properly name dropping. My boy Merv, he told me it's sick.
And then I'll get some hate mail inboxes of that.
Nah, definitely. That was Paw Patrol. I went to cinema this week to watch Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but it's actually decent. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's like a cross between the Truman Show and like a video game.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. It just came out.
Yeah, it came out. It literally just came out Friday, I think.
But was it like was it out of America before it came here, or?
I don't know.
It sounds so familiar. It sounds
yeah, I think it's.
It may have I think it's around the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was. It may have come out a little bit before, or whatever. But it's actually all right. It's a good little film. Like, it's like, for me, I think it. Like, I took the missus and her brethren. We all went there. I was like, let's just watch it, and everyone. It was all right. It was good. Like Ryan Reynolds, there's a few like there is. I'm not without spoiler. There are like some superhero things for you to look out for in it. Like, yeah, it's good. I think it's good. It's like, so that's what it's like. It's like the Truman Show mixed with something like Groundhog Day a little bit. Like, so it's just always the same kind of thing that happens to him because they're in a computer game. Yeah, almost like a computer. Yeah, it's a computer game, but they don't know it's a computer game. And they just keep on reliving the same kind of things, aspects. Like I said, I would highly recommend it.
That sounds very familiar, Merv, yeah? That sounds familiar to what you watched. To what you watched.
Yeah, to Boss Level, yeah. And like I said,
Level,
I know you watched Boss Level. Merv, talk.
Yeah, no, yeah, same sort of thing in it. Groundhog Day, computer, like more or less. It was like a computer game basically, but I didn't know anything about it. What I saw was Frank Grillo in it, Joel Gillo, Mel Gibson, and Naomi Watts. And I thought, I like Mel Gibson as controversial as he is. And I'm like, yeah, the only film I last saw him in was that bad Santa Claus or something like that. I can't remember what the film was called, but it was Santa Claus anyway.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, that was a big film.
Yeah, that film was big. So I thought, no, I want to see Mel Gibson back in action in it. So this Frank Grillo, and I thought he's one of those actors that I think he's always like, he's never been the main character in anything really, innit? Like, I know he was in Crossbones in Civil War and that, and he's done that.
That's where he's from.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think I want to see what he's like as a main as well, which is good. But this film was just crazy, man. It's just Groundhog Day with action, basically, just action all the way through, and it's quite funny as well, actually. Like, I think it's just one of those easy Friday night films you could just watch, hour and 40 minutes. Total fun, man.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. Like I said, when you posted it, and I looked at the trailer, I said, "Oh, this is something that I think I'd definitely enjoy. I definitely would watch it." So I'm gonna watch that as well. Like I said, it looks very good.
Yeah.
So.
And if you watch it, I want to know what you think about the ending, because a lot of people complain about the ending, but I loved it. So
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Rich is kissing his teeth because Rich watched this film some time ago, and I think he mentioned it on the pod one day.
No, I'm kissing my teeth because of the ending as well. But you said you loved it, and I
loved it.
I disagree with it, innit? But yeah,
that's how you do great stories, mate.
So this film was actually released in 2021, but I believe they had done it for a 2019 release, and I think somehow Rich and Mike had watched the unreleased version, so they'd watched it a little while ago, but it's now out on PrimeVideo. All right. Rich, did you watch Untold Malice at the Palace?
Untold Madness at the Palace.
Excellent. So you made me sit there and watch this program on your recommendation. It's the basketball one. Did you watch it?
Oh yeah, of course. Untold Madness at the Palace. I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, of course I watched it, man.
Okay, what was your thoughts? Because I fell asleep.
What? Like, really?
No, but hold on 1 second. Let me just say. I know that sounded mad funny, yeah, but I fell asleep because I was tired, not because it was shit. Like the missus ended up watching all of it. She was like, "No, you just stop doing this. Stop putting things on and falling asleep." Because I can go to sleep. I can watch something, go to sleep, watch it.
We know.
Yeah, but I'll pick it up the next day. Like I'll just like, it's cool. I wake up early. I'll watch it the next day.
Yeah, I forgot.
Like they're like, now. It starts. They need to finish it.
Detroit Pistons. Oh man, I forgot what teams. I totally forgot about the film. You know.
All right, no worries. We can save it to next week. We save it to next week. It's fine,
man.
It's all right, Rich. Don't worry about it. We'll save it.
They should have. You know, I would have Googled the teams and the players that were involved in the fights and everything.
Yeah, Google it, man. I mean, write notes. All right. Is there anything else that anyone's been watching?
I watched Quiet Place 2 the other day, which was good.
Oh, we need to watch that.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. I didn't like Quiet Place 1. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I did finish watching that series that I spoke about last week because series 2 starts this Friday. The one where she is a podcaster and she does the murder investigation.
Oh, the Untold.
Yeah, the Untold.
Yeah,
so that is coming out. Also, to let you know, none of you watch Locked Up, do you? Vis-a-Vis, which I think I've spoken to you about it a long time ago. It's made by the same people that make Money Heist. Okay, so just to let you know, Money Heist season 5 comes out on September the 3rd on Netflix, but Vis-a-Vis or Locked Up is starting on the 27th of August, season 5. So all episodes should be available on all 4. Family Reunion, if any of you watch that, that's starting with a new series 4 on Netflix. C on Apple TV, you know the one where they're blind.
Yeah. Is it back? Yeah.
Yes, that's back 27th of August on Apple TV.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they were all the ones that were coming out with like premieres and stuff.
Obviously, Titans back.
Titans are back, yes.
Yeah.
And also, what is the other thing that you lot watch? Oh my God.
Doom Patrol.
No, not Doom Patrol. It's coming out on Disney.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead starts.
Yeah, Walking Dead. Yeah,
well.
the final season. Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, there's a lot of stuff. So we're gonna try and small up the local reviews and try and make them a little bit more short and concise. But guys, that's episode 105.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, rate, comment, subscribe. Did Rich say that was quick? I love it.
It's quick.
All of that.
Yeah, guys, 105. If you're out in Manny, come and stop. Wish Kel a happy birthday. Don't give him a kiss or nothing because
COVID.
That's the perfect excuse. I'm gonna end on that one. All right, people. Gang.
All right, bye. Peace.
Big up.